This is legendary. S40 has been able to clear. Sen has taken all the territory. S40 are in a very dominant position. UN44 have the territory. 300 hasn't been able to expand. They just add one village after the CC. And I think they didn't play that well. The strategy of S14 allies was better. The UN44 were able to block them at the blockhouse. Afterwards, they had passed through. So the coordination and the improvisation that was required, the quick decision making that was required to strategize instantly as per the enemy were planning, I think that was a little bit lacking on 300 and 300's part, because 300 should have expanded a little more to the right side, like where these goth villages, they should have taken these villages and shouldn't have let them build in the beginning. So they should have secured all this territory, in my opinion. Um, but obviously, S40, F2P, and Sen played better. They were three, they had no issue at their back, so all their focus was up north. They quickly built their CCs, they came forward, they kept building from the back as well, so they had very smooth sail. On the other hand, 300 weren't able to build from the back as well. They were stopped by UN44. 27 NT and PFK had to focus back towards cleaning the bases that were here, blocking UN44 and some F2P bases. So while some of 300 that were focused on clearing them, and some of 27 NT and PFK that were all focused coming back to this side, they lost this side. So I think it was strategic miscalculation. Probably that's something we can call it. Apart from that, they, I think something, too many bases came down to this side to block UN44 after having blocked them here. I think they should have instantly gone this side. At least they would have secured a few more villages. Maybe S40 shouldn't have built their CC, but it's looking very hard for 300 and Goth right now, and PFK and 2790 to win this. It will be S40 victory, F2P victory, and then victory. They have CCs right next to pyramid. Uh, Goth has made a very uh, interesting decision. They had the CC here. They have just uprooted their CC and let 300 park here bases, and they are fighting stable. F2P against F2P. So fight is still going on. It's not like it's over. All the 300 bases got cleared up from the CC area and these villages. 300 hard bases here. They got cleaned up because 300 weren't able to make the groups as much as they should have. Goth tried their best. I've seen a lot of Goth groups. Goths tried really hard, but but 300, like, they didn't have enough territory to expand. They should have expanded a few more villages and should have jumped all of them, but they got bogged down here and started losing bases to UN44 and everything. So that could have been avoided, should have been avoided, I think, in from what I've seen. And more of 27 and T and PFK should have focused more towards this side after cleaning obviously UN44, because that was important to clear this area at that time, because 300 bases that were still there weren't able to fly there because 300 didn't have a CC built yet at that time, and they weren't able to send their troops to groups because the enemy bases were parked right here. So this is something that slowed down, and now Goth are building CCs Here, I get the CC here logic because F2P had advanced forward and F2P started charging once they came back here. They started attacking the remaining bases or the healing bases from the back. So Goth are building CC back here so they can, you know, have a back or territory so they can counter F2P if they jump back here from there. So that I understand. This is probably to block Sen from a safe standpoint. Sen are trying to build and they are being blocked. There is fight going on here. So the problem is Goth 300, 2070 and PFK were all not focused on one front. Whereas S40, F2P and Sen are all focused on this whole front, this curve. So they had more groups, more troops, and they were dominant and they were able to take out bases. And they were able to build CCs and that. They were able to build from back without having to worry about blockhouse or someone coming from the behind like 300 struggled when it opened afterwards. So this is my strategic reading of the whole map as I've seen it unfold. I don't think 300 and Goth or PFK or 2790 has a chance to win this now. They are at a disadvantage, but anything can still happen. But I highly doubt. I think they should have done better job here, especially. They should have taken these villages. 300 should have built their CC sooner and faster, and they should have not have made this mistake. They should have instantly taken this blockhouse and tried to build and block one or two villages while they were moving forward with trucks and everything. Some players should have built back, but they took a lot of time to do that, and it gave UN44 the opportunity to park their bases in front. So they didn't see it through. 300 didn't expect this to happen, maybe, and they didn't see it through. So that was a miscalculation on their part, we can say. But it's a it's a learning experience. You have to see the strategies. I think S40, F2P, Sen and UN44 played it much better. Their planning was better. Their strategy was better. Three of them were focused on one front, and the one alliance UN44 were focused on blocking. So they had a very good plan, and they were able to implement that. So they have done better than expected, in my opinion, because I expected a stalemate even when when F2P started building CC. I expected a stalemate and this whole area to be in 300 and F2P's range, and 27 and T and PFK sending their troops to clean out bases or fight. This is what I was expecting. They are replacing the base with a full HP base, but it could, yeah, they have successfully replaced it. And the base got activated. So this was overall my reading of the map. Obviously, those who have been playing and part of the plan will know it better from their perspective. But from the perspective I saw the whole situation unfold, I think I think I expected better job from 300. Uh, but it wasn't up to mark. Maybe time zone was different, maybe something was up, maybe he didn't see it through. But whatever may the case be, I think it's still fun. Very rarely we have seen uh, fight for the middle in legendary. I think I haven't seen in the past many C4s. So it's good that they still have territory and CCs inside, and it won't be easy to clean them out. They still have a stake, but I did expect more territory by 300 in the middle, and I didn't expect S40 to get where they have. Uh, let's see how it goes. So far, this is the update. I have uploaded previous parts to check them out. This was just my reading of the situation. I hope you guys like it. Do let me know if you're part of this, any of the alliances that are fighting here. Do let me know what was your perspective and what you think could have done differently or should have done differently. Because from eagle eyes view, from outsider's perspective, I see this thing as something that should have been improvised according to the situation. So the situation keeps changing, right? When you see the enemy's plan unfold, then you have to quickly improvise your own plan. You don't always have to stick to the plan that you made previously. So I think the adaptability factor, and I think could have done a little bit better. But anyways, it is what it is, and it's still fun. Let's see how it goes. Thank you for watching, guys. Do like and share the video.